Hey, g'day there, folks. I've been asked why it seems like we're doing the same exercises over and over again. And that's a pretty good question. So I thought, let me address it. But in the meantime, I digress for a moment and offer you a thought or two about repetitive practice. A really skilled musician will repetitively practice the same piece over and over until they have perfected it. And we know that medical professionals repeatedly practice various procedures until they've reached a standard of excellence so that they can operate on real people. And that's a really good thing. And this kind of tells us that repetition will improve our skills and even our natural talents. So let's change course a little and focus on our natural and spiritual selves for a moment. We know that our flesh is not just physical. We know that it's a part of us that has a natural disposition towards moral weakness, instant gratification, some jealousy, some anger, and a bunch of other things. But we also know it's always resistant to God and the Spirit. It's our flesh that is constantly battling against our spirit and trying to keep us away from God. We also know Satan is actively trying to prevent us from hearing his voice. So we battle against our flesh and the devil, and this is why these exercises seem difficult and why setting aside time to finish them also seems difficult. So let's get back to why repetition in our practice to hear him is a good thing. We're actively allowing the Holy Spirit to teach us to hear Jesus. As we seek him, we're asking him for us to hear his word for others. And in that, he's revealing his immense love both to us and the person that we're praying for. We're having the Holy Spirit bring us to Jesus, and we're engaging in conversation with him. We're in his presence, we're drawing close to him, we're getting to know him, we're learning to hear his voice. And Jesus is actively deepening our relationship with him. And the Holy Spirit is teaching us how to discern his thoughts and his voice from all the noise and distractions that bombard us daily. The other really cool thing is, as we practice these things, we're also overcoming our flesh that's trying to keep us away from him. We're kind of taking control and managing and disciplining ourselves. And as we choose to chat with Jesus or the Holy Spirit, obviously we get closer and closer, and we are putting our flesh behind us. In other words, we're overcoming the desires of our flesh. Our spirit is strengthened, and our flesh weakens as we spend time with him. And what's really interesting is that Jesus gave us the right to enter into his presence and into his throne room, but he doesn't force us to do it. We have to choose to come to him. The other thing is, we really must accept that we can only overcome the corrupt desires of our flesh by the power of the Holy Spirit, who is the same Spirit who enables us to hear him. It's vital, really important, that we ask God for more of his power in our lives. Ephesians 3:16 says, and I quote, "I pray that he may grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with power in your inner being through his Spirit." It's his power in us through the Spirit that enables us to experience his love, to then love him back, and to hear him. It's his power that enables us to hear him clearly, to discern his voice, and it's the Spirit that enables us to overcome our flesh. So what's the takeaway then? The repetitive practice of coming to him, to hear him, is unnatural for us. But it's how we learn to understand when he's speaking to us. It allows him to teach us how to hear him and discern his voice. Last but not least, we know that building a relationship takes time and perseverance. And what I can suggest is stick with it. Stick with it. And trust him. You've got this. I believe in you. I believe in him. Bye for now. We'll chat later.